something or nothing here, guys. I was listening to, I really enjoy listening to John Middlecoff of One the Volume Guys, 3 and Out podcast.
Great guy, John Middlecoff. You know, when we had the Super Bowl and John Middlecoff said something, I just looked at him like, you're an idiot. He's just like,
oh no, John's great. I've had a really pleasant time working and meeting him over the course of years here. I don't listen to too many podcasts either. For someone who works in podcasts,
I don't either.
I just don't listen to a lot of them. And oftentimes I'll listen to help me prepare for our show. And Middlecoff is just he's the perfect guy for that. So if you haven't listened to him before, give him a listen. John, though, I did think said something truly crazy the other day when talking about the Vikings. He said it on his show. He also said it on the Colin Cowherd podcast. He doesn't expect JJ McCarthy to be a Viking week 1 of the regular season. And there's some reports coming out now, right, that Kyler intentionally picked the Vikings because he thought he could win that job, which I was like, no shit, Sherlock. That's obviously why he wanted to go to the Vikings, because he thought he could play. Is that something or nothing, though? JJ McCarthy, Vikings week 1.
I mean, it's May, and people they want to say things, but I think it's something. And you just bring in Kyler Murray, who you believe is going to be your starter, who has played some good football in the past, and JJ McCarthy, who I've been a bit more of a defender recently because he's 22 and
because he's a winner,
like hasn't been given a chance. He is a winner. He actually is a winner. But in a lot, like, we know the leash is so short nowadays. I'm not talking like, JJ McCarthy level short, but in the Vikings' eyes.
Were you talking his height there?
No, short leash.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by JJ.
No, McCarthy's leash. This would be a very short leash.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But like, I lost my train of thought. I was interrupted.
You were saying he has a short leash, and that McCarthy, if they wind up pulling the leash on him here, quarterbacks have such a short tenure in the NFL.
Yeah, right. So sorry. If the Vikings, if they see him as, okay, this guy was a bust, he doesn't have it, then you bring in Kyler Murray, I don't think it's absolutely nuts to be hearing that he's going elsewhere. Like, if they think
absolutely nuts, I'll tell you right now.
I think it's the biggest nothing burger in the world too, Ziggy.
Like,
why?
Because the Minnesota Vikings spent a first-round pick on him. They can't get anything trading for him, right? What could you actually trade JJ McCarthy for after the year he just had?
You're not just going to cut him.
Let him sit in the building?
Teams like the Steelers would take him.
You're not going to trade him. The Steelers will not take him. You have too many quarterbacks.
True.
But just more generally, like, if you're the Minnesota Vikings, you can't get anything for him. Kyler, there's no guarantee he's going to be around next year or that he's any good. The locker room seems to like him. Shipping off JJ McCarthy for like a 5th round pick makes zero sense. And if they actually do it, people should be fired.
There's no harm in leaving. I mean, everyone knows the big problem the Vikings had was the Darnold decision. But now that you've made this bed, JJ had a bad year last year. He had a couple promising moments, played better towards the end of the year. It was hard to play much worse. But if Kyler beats him out like we're expecting, just let him be on the bench and we'll see what happens, right? If Kyler's bad, we'll put JJ back in, and if he sucks then next year we have a different conversation.
The thing is, though, in today's NFL, like, quarterbacks find it so early. Like, Jaden Daniels found it early. A lot of them did.
Well, Jaden Daniels found it early, but then he's been hurt. And CJ Stroud found it, and then he's...
Oh, yeah, but so what if in the Vikings' eyes, they're like, all right, this McCarthy, we botched on this. Now we have Kyler Murray.
Well, that's what they're doing. I mean, I do think the Vikings are attempting to move on here.
Yeah,
so there's no reason to trade him for like a 5th round pick. You can't get what it would cost to not be worth the gamble.
But I don't think it's...
I mean, I'm a huge doubter, right? I don't think he's going to do anything.
I don't think it's nothing.
I would be floored if they traded him, though. And I would be disappointed if they I would also be upset if they traded him for anything. Let's say Vikings trade JJ for a 3rd rounder, Ziggy, which is more than they would probably be offered. Are you happy with that?
I can't be happy about it.
No, neither am I. And I know they gave Carson Wentz a solid, like a pretty big deal for a 3rd-string quarterback.
Forgot about Wentz.
No, I mean, he's still on the roster.
Wentz is better than McCarthy.
Oh, the Vikings may believe that too.
Yeah, so why not get? It's not nuts.
I support taking a quarterback every year, right? Effectively, you're asking me, would you draft JJ McCarthy in the third round? And I say, sure.